to stick with the saxophone. So let's say I get so lonely. You ever get lonely sometimes? Let's go. I get so lonely. I can't find just anybody. You are the one that is me, my dear. And the one I get so lonely. I can't find just anybody. You are the one that is me, my dear. And the one
purpose to music in general is forming a connection, is forming a community. Whether it's pop song, gospel, I'm all about forming connection by any means necessary. So if I have to, do some of my crazy dance moves and play the saxophone, I'm cool with that. It's all about having a good time. Me having a good time, the audience having a good time, and also the band having a good time in Jamaica. There's nothing like playing, because of course we get to travel within the US as a musician. That's what we do. We travel in general. But coming here at the Mobay Funfest, I know I didn't know what to expect. This is my first time here, but being in Jamaica, number one, the staff is amazing. Christy and all of her team are amazing, so welcoming. Many times we didn't have to ask the question like, "Where's this?" and there's the itinerary, so many things to do. And there are things that we talk about: spirituality, we talk about health, ways to make ourselves better, staying true to ourselves. And there are many activities that are centered around that. Whether it's yoga, whether it's like health and wellness, whether it's like line dancing, all of these things that you leave here and you feel like, man, I accomplished a lot within this short amount of time. And a great time on top of that. So
we have to encourage them. And they might play for us a little bit. See if you can help me with this. Sing with me. Break it down, break it down, break it down. Break it down, break it down, break it down. Break it down, break it down, break it down. Janice, you sound like it. Let me hear you. Break it down, break it down, break it down. Break it down, break it down. Don't make me pass around this right now. Break it down, break it down. Demetrius, you get lonely sometimes.
I think that's such a challenging statement for me to define that. Number one, because I hate to put gender qualities on a genre of music, or even like. I hate to say that this defines jazz. This, and this defines jazz as a woman. I can say experiences are probably different for men and women, but I can say what specifically what Jazmine is in the format of jazz and what jazz is to me. So I would say there's soul. I love soul, something that can tug at my heartstrings. Stanley Turrentine, Gene Ammons, Kirk Whalum. That's the kind of jazz I am all about. That's what I try to play and personify. And also, I feel like when you play your instrument, you should try to mimic the human voice, especially the saxophone. So that's what I aspire to do. I'm continually growing in, and that is what jazz is to me.
you. Let's see if somebody else can break it down. Sing it with me. Break it down, break it down, break it down.
You know, this pandemic and, you know, social justice, you know, how has that impacted your music, or how has it impacted you?
I think it sheds a lot of light on, and not just men. Let's talk about, we talk about like the Me Too movement and gender equality. And that's not something that's going to change overnight. I think that's something that's going to take a minute. It's not impossible, but it will take work. And there's no way of ignoring those things. I think that's what the important thing is. You know, we see the recordings of this, we see this on the news. All those things happening in society impact the arts, whether it's music, whether it's art itself. So I think it's a great thing. It really has drawn attention to the things we need to work on, not just as a country, as like the world. It's a lot of things we all need to work on.
Give it up for Gary. I know you felt that way. Let's try one more. Sing with me. Here we go. Break it down, break it down, break it down. Break it down.
The unique thing about life, everyone has a different journey and path. The thing with that I feel my experience in my journey, and that is continuing to happen now. It has been such a growing experience. When I was in elementary school, started playing the piano. When I was in middle school, my mom brought home a saxophone, and she was like, "Jazmine, play this," and I'm like, "No." And she's like, "No, you're playing this." So I didn't have a choice. I'm so thankful that she made me do that. I was playing in church. I was playing in the community, whether it's at the mall, at a wedding. So all of these experiences, I mean, I was a middle schooler playing in jazz clubs. All of these things have made me who I am today. I don't want to say grown accustomed to, but I've often been the only female in many jazz formats. So the continuation of my journey is to bring more women into jazz, is to hopefully through education, seminars, workshops, whatever I need to do, just to provide growth within jazz music, within this format. So that is the direction of my journey now, and that's the history of my journey thus far. Yeah. been a tough year during the pandemic. I think growth has happened in everyone's life. I'm sure people watching can attribute to this. But it also makes you reflect. You literally can't travel and go and do this and do that. You have to literally sit down with yourself and like, what makes me happy? Does music define me? Is this all there is, you know, to me? And you have to see those things that make you happy. It is absolutely beautiful here at the Jewel Grand. I feel like Christy put on such an amazing event and festival. So it's been excellent. It's been amazing.